Hello students, good morning everyone. Welcome to the classes of Business Regulations. In this video we are going to study about the Competition Act of 2002. Before going into the objectives of Competition Act of 2002, let us know what is competition. Competition is a situation in the market. Competition is a market situation where many buyers strive to get the patronage of the buyers in achieving their objective of maximizing profitability and attaining a huge market share. Competition is actually good for the society, good for the consumers, good for the government, good for the economy. But competition may not be good for those organizations which intends to grow in a gigantic way. ಬೃಹದಾಕಾರವಾಗಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿರೋಂಥ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್, ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಬಟ್ ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ. Monopoly is bad for customers. Hence, monopoly should not be allowed to survive in the market. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನಾ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್, ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಸಿಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ರೋ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿ, the producer can fix his own exorbitant prices for the products he manufactures, resulting in decreasing the purchasing power of the consumers. Hence, ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಕರ್ಟೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಚೆಕ್ಡ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್, Monopoly Restrictive Trade Practices Act 1969 has been brought into existence. ಮೊನೋಪೊಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ MRTP Act was established. That was a very tough act. It was very tough that business organizations could not grow into a larger organizations, which has become a disadvantage after the introduction of liberalization, privatization and globalization, because our local companies and organizations could not compete with the huge bigger organizations of the world, with foreign companies. Hence, we thought of abolishing MRTP Act in our country and bringing about a new act called Competition Act of 2002, which came into existence from January 2003. And there was also an amendment made to this Competition Act in the year 2007. So why this Competition Act is brought into existence and what are the main objectives of Competition Act? Let us see. The objectives of Competition Act can be understood under four important points which are mentioned in the preamble of the Competition Act. That is, first and foremost thing is establishment of a commission. Under the Competition Act of 2002, a commission will be established known as Competitive Commission of India, CCI, Competition Commission of India. It's a board, it's authoritative independent board working under the Competition Act of 2002. It will take every necessary step and action to see that competition is prevailing in the market. It is very powerful. It acts as a advocate for, it acts as a supervisor, it acts as a guide for the business organizations and also as a supportive organization for smaller organizations, for smaller business houses. It extends its support to continue the competition in the market, and also it is powerful to check the monopolies and restrictive trade practices. It even has the power to impose fine and penalty on the organizations which enter into such anti-competitive agreements. So it is all powerful. It can take action on any organization if they are found guilty of entering into any such agreements or contracts which will cause an adverse effect on competition or which will hinder the growth of competition in the market. So the first and foremost objective of Competition Act of 2002 is to establish a commission known as Competition Commission of India. The first objective is to establish a commission known as Competition Commission of India. Then eliminate practices having adverse effect of competition, adverse effect on competition. The objective of this act is to eliminate those practices which are having adverse effect. Adverse effect means ill effect, bad effect, negative effect on competition. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸರ್ವೈವ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡದೇ ಇರುವಂತಹ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನಿಗೆ ಅಗೇನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನಿಗೆ ಮಾರಕವಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ಸು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳೇನಾದರೂ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Lots of practices will be going on businesses. Certain practices will be good for competition, certain practices will create adverse effect on competition. The objective of Competition Act is to curtail or stop or eliminate those practices, those business practices followed by trade organizations which will have an adverse impact on competition. Let us see what are those practices. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸನ್ನು ಈ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕರ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್? ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್. If two or more suppliers become a unity, become an organization, become a group or a cartel, and fix same price for the goods, it is a restricted practice. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸು ಒಂದಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನಿನ ಅರ್ಥನೇ different sellers, different products, variety of prices. So there will be a choice for the consumer. But when all the suppliers become a group or an organization and charge the same price wherever you buy, there is no meaning for competition. So this practice is stopped by Competition Act. Then bid rigging. When the business organizations are applying for tenders or quotations or some government projects or any other things, sensitive information, if it is shared by them, sensitive information ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ then it will be restricted. Those are very sensitive price related information that should not be exchanged between bidders. That is also stopped under Competition Act. Resale price fixation. The manufacturer of the goods is selling the goods to the distributor on a condition that the distributor should sell that product only on a particular price which was fixed by the producer. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಗೇನೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನಿಂದ ಗೂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಟು ಸೆಲ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಓನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸೇಮ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೋ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ if the producer sells the goods to the distributors on a condition that he will not sell any other price which is not fixed by the producer. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋಂಥ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ರೀಸೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್, ಬಟ್ he can only fix maximum retail price. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರಿಟೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ದೇ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗೋ, ಬಟ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲ್. If the maximum retail price is fixed at 100 rupees, The distributor or retailer can sell it for 95 or 90 or 85 or whatever it is, but they cannot go beyond 100 rupees. That means maximum retail price. Maximum retail price can be fixed, but not a fixed price. Fixed price cannot be fixed. Then exclusive supply agreement or exclusive dealing. This is also a restricted practice. If the distributor purchases the goods on the condition that supplier will not supply the goods to any other distributor. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ಹತ್ರನೂ ನೀವು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಡೀಲರ್ಶಿಪ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್. They will exclusively deal with that particular products only. They will not deal with any other products. That is also a restrictive practice that is also stopped by Competition Act. So now, even the first objective alli eliminate practices having adverse effect on competition anta idvalla. Yav practices anna eliminate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗು, ರಿಗ್ಗಿಂಗು, ರೀಸೇಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೇಷನು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸು, ಈ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂದ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಯಾರದು? ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿನದು. ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್, ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್, ಟು ಗ್ರೋ, ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್. ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್, ಆನಂತರ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎರಾಡಿಕಾಟ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ನೋ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ disappear from the market. So promoting, developing competition and also maintaining that competition in the market is also an objective of Competition Act of 2002. ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ತರೋದೊಂದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೆಡದೇ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೀಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ 2002ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಂಟರೆಸ್ಟ್ಸ್. ವೈ? ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಏನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್? Consumers need variety of products. Consumers should have a choice of products. When he is going to the market to purchase a particular product, he should have a number of choices and varieties available on that particular product in the market, so that he will have the freedom of choice. He should not be restricted to a particular single product only. He should have a wide amount of choice, and also he can bargain those products. He can purchase those products at a very economical price. This economical price is possible only if there are many sellers in the market, if there is competition existing in the market. Competition ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನಾ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ವೆರೈಟಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟಿನ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ soaps in a market, soaps are available in Indian market from 10 rupees to around 8,000 rupees. Do you know? A small 50 grams of Lifebuoy soap is available for 10 rupees. There is some soaps available for Santoor or something for 20 rupees. And there is some soaps available for 30-40 rupees, Pears, Dove. Some soaps available for 60-70 rupees, Mysore Sandal. So it goes on like this. So there will be huge variety of products with different quality, different quantity, different prices and different flavors, so that it will benefit the consumers. So to protect the interests of the consumers, the Competition Commission of India will see that consumers' interests are protected by maintaining sufficient amount of competition in the market. Then ensure freedom of trade carried on by other participants in the market. There should not be any restrictions for the new entry of traders. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ he should not face any obstacles from the existing business people. ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೊಸ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಹಳೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಯವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಬ್ಬ ನಿನಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ಮುಚ್ಚಾಕು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Everyone is free to do any kind of business. So adane ensure freedom of trade carried on by other participants. You cannot restrict other business organizations. You cannot force other organizations to stop the business or to sell off the business or to discontinue the operations or whatever it is. It happened in our country in various cases. Huge monopolistic organizations, they eat away the small organizations. ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ನುಂಗಾಕೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತವೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ತಡೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತದೆ. You see what is happening in the field of telecom sector nowadays. Earlier, if you see, there were around 18 to 20 companies. 18 to 20 companies in telecom sector. Today you have only major 3 to 4 companies, and in that also only 2 companies are doing well. The remaining 2 companies are dummy, just for the sake of competition. They should not close away. They cannot close. If they are closer, the competition will be in a danger. Hence, they are continuing that. See, only Reliance, Jio, Airtel, Vodafone Idea and BSNL. Only 4 players are there in telecom sector in India. And BSNL is in dying stage. Vodafone is incurring a huge amount of losses and they may be shutting down their business very soon. Then you will be left with only Jio and Airtel. Where is the competition? Either you have to purchase Jio or you have to purchase Airtel. So, this kind of situations should not arise in the market. That is why Competition Commission of India is established. So, that's about the objectives of Competition Commission of India. We shall study more about Competition Commission in the coming videos.